Good afternoon. This is Teacher Beryl, Al-Dareyn School. I am English teacher. Today we want to do the grade 4 work. Grade 4 work, we have to check the word power. Word power, we have supermarket, shopping list, supermarket, shopping list, packet, flour, items, counter, customers, change, queue, and we have cheaper. Now, these words we have to look them one by one. Supermarket. What is supermarket? Supermarket is a place where we buy things. It is a big building, it's like a mall. We go there to do the shopping. How about the shopping list? Shopping list is kind of paper or kind of plan. You are planning to go buy things. Like for example, when you want to go to the market or you want to go to the supermarket, so you have to say, I want to go buy rice, I want to go buy maize, I want to go buy sugar, I want to go buy salt. So everything you want to go buy, you have to write them. When you write everything you want to buy, you call that shopping list. Then we have a packet. What is a packet? Packet is something like a box. For example, when you need a milk is always in the box. That box, you call it a packet. So when you go to the shop, you say, I need a packet of milk. Flour. What is the flour? We have kinds of flour. We have wheat flour. We have maize flour. Items. What is items? Or what are the items? Items are the things. They are the things. For example, you want to go buy something, so you say, I'm going to buy some items. What are the items? Items are things like salt, pen, book. So you are saying, I'm going to take the school items. What are the school items? The school items are things like books, pens, bags, ruler. Those are school items. You use the school items. You use the items for the school to use in school. Counter. What is the counter? Example. When you go to the supermarket, after picking things, then you have to take them to somebody. That somebody who you are going to pay the money to, that person is sitting in the counter. So you are taking your things to the counter, then the counter can check the prices and give you the list. Customers. What are the customers? Customers are the people who buys from you. People who buy from you things, you call them customers. Change. What is the change? Change is when you go to the supermarket or you go to the shop, you want to buy something, and then maybe you have 5,000 and whatever you wanted to buy was 3,000. So you have to pay that 5,000, and then the shopkeeper will give you the item you wanted, and then the shopkeeper will give you back the change. The money the shopkeeper is going to give you back is called change. Queue. What is a queue? Queue is a line. If somebody tells you, make a queue. To make a queue means make a line. Cheaper. What is cheaper? Cheaper is the opposite of expensive. When people are selling things, we have cheaper things and expensive things. Always when we are doing the business, some people, they don't sell the things at the same rate. Everybody sells his or her own things at her own prices. Okay, now let's look at how much stroke many more. That means we want to check how much more and how many more. How much and how many are used to talk about or ask a number or quality? How much and how many are used to talk about or ask a number or quality? Now, how many is used with countable nouns and how much is used with uncountable nouns? What are the countable nouns? We say that how many is used with countable nouns. What are the countable nouns? Countable nouns are nouns or things that you can count. For example, you have chair, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4 chairs. We have pens, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and say, today I have 7 pens. Then, how much is used with uncountable nouns? What are the uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns are things or nouns that you cannot count. For example, water. You cannot say, I have 3 waters, I have 7 salts. You can't count them. Now, examples. How many more customers are waiting? How many more customers are waiting? Customers are countable. Customers are countable. How are they countable? Because customers, they are people. You can say, you can count them 1, 2, 3, 4 and say 4 customers are waiting. How many more bananas did you buy? How many more bananas did you buy? Bananas are always countable. You can count the bananas. You can say, I have 10 bananas. I bought 12 bananas. I bought 1 banana. How much more sugar do we need to buy? How much sugar do we need to buy? Much sugar, that one means the sugar is not countable. Not countable means it is uncountable. You cannot count the sugar, but you can count the kilo of sugar. You can say 3 kilo of sugar, 10 kilo of sugar. But if you have been given that 1 kilo of sugar to count, you can't count all of it. The next one, how many more loaves of bread did Marwa ask for? The loaves of bread are countable. You can count 1 loaf of bread, 2, 3, and say, I wanted 3 more loaves of bread. Okay, let's check. Is there any? Is there any flour in that shop? Yes, there is some. Or you can say, no, there is not any. Is there any? We are using it to ask questions. When you are using is there any or are there any, you use them to ask question. Example, is there any maize? Is there any maize in that shop? Then that one you ask somebody. Then that person will simply reply you like, yes, there is some. Or if there is nothing, then the person will tell you, no, there is not any, or no, there isn't any. The next example, is there any change left? Is there any change left? Then the person will reply you, yes, there is some, or no, there isn't any. If somebody went to the shop and bought a lot of items, so you ask if there is change left. So if the person is having the change, then the person will tell you, yes, there is any, or no, there isn't any. Is there any rice in your shop? If you go to the shop and then you ask the shopkeeper, is there any rice in your shop? Then if the shopkeeper is having the rice, he will say, yes, there is some, or no, there is no any. There is no any. There isn't. Is there any money for your shopping? Is there any money for your shopping? Yes, there is some. Or no, there isn't any. That is T. There isn't any. Is there any sugar in the jar? Yes, there is some. Or no, there isn't any. Are there any potatoes in the sack? Yes, there are some. Or no, there isn't. A pair. The use of a pair of or pairs of. A pair means two things that are used together. A pair means two things that are used together. It means one set, so it is singular. It means one set, so it is singular. For example, if you say a pair of socks. A pair of socks, it means you need socks. That socks, they are two inside there. Because you have two legs, so you have to put on two socks. Each leg must be having one sock. So the sentence is in the singular. Pairs means many, so it should be used in plural. For example, I need 3 pairs of socks. 3 pairs of socks, it means you need like 6 of them. If you are to count 1, 1, then there are going to be 6 of them. Example, may I have a pair of shoes? May I have a pair of shoes? That one means you only want the shoe for one person. A pair. A pair, they are 2 sets. So that one means you have to buy a shoe for one person. Give me a pair of shoes. Give me a pair of shoes. Meaning, in that place, there are many shoes. So you only want one of them, maybe for you or for your sister or for your brother. You say, give me a pair of shoes. Customer bought 3 pairs of socks. Customer bought 3 pairs of socks. That one means the customer went to the shop, and then the customer, maybe he's your daddy or your mommy. So your mommy went to buy for you, your sister, and your brother the socks. So your daddy or your mommy bought 3 pairs of socks. There is a pair of scissors. There is a pair of scissors. Who has bought those pair of expensive shoes? Who has bought those pair of expensive shoes? Condition with present tense in both clauses. A conditional is a sentence in which one thing can only happen if another one happens. A conditional is a sentence in which one thing can only happen if another one happens. A clause is a part of sentence that the 2 parts of the sentence in this language pattern should be in present tense. For example, I said the conditional is a sentence in which one thing can only happen if another one happens. For example, if I have money, I can buy some milk. If I have money, I can buy some milk. These are 2 different sentences. The first sentence is saying, if I have money, and the other one is saying, I can buy milk. It means, if I have money, then possibly I can buy milk. But if I don't have the money, then I cannot buy the milk. How will I buy the milk without the money? Second sentence, if Jen wants some sugar, she can send me to the shop. if Jane wants some sugar, that is a sentence, and then she can send me to the shop. Those are two different sentences. Now, only if Jane wants sugar, then she can send me to the shop. But if she doesn't want the sugar, then there is no need for her to send me to the shop. If the cashier gives me more change, I can buy bread. Meaning, you need the bread, but you don't know if the cashier is having more change for you or the cashier is not having the change. So, in case the cashier is having change for you, then you can buy a bread. If she has money, she can buy book. Meaning she needs book, but she doesn't have the money. So if the money is there, then she can probably buy the book. If she goes to the town, if he goes to the town, he can meet his friends. So let's say, for example, he is at home. So when he is at home, then the friends are in town. So if he goes to town, then he will meet the friends. But if he stays home, then there is no way he can meet his friends. Now, the plural of nouns ending in S, double S, CH, X, and SH. Example, the bus is new. Bus is singular. A bus is in singular form. It ends in S. So, it must be having the plural. The plural of the bus is buses. So, you say the buses are new. The buses are new. That one means, this one, the plural of the bus is ending in S. The class is open. Class is in singular form. When you change it into plural form, then it's going to be the classes are open. It is still ending in S. The branch is broken. The branches are broken. Also, it is ending in S. The fox is hiding. The foxes are hiding. The bush is dry. The bushes are dry. So, bush is ending with SH. Then, there are some which are with ox. We have something like X. Example of the word which is ending with X is an ox. Ox, when you change it into plural, it becomes an oxen. So that is the work for today. And then I have homework for you. There is homework for you. The homework comes from the New Progressive. New Progressive page. Open the grade 4 New Progressive. It's okay. New Progressive, page 110. There is word power. You have to do number 1 up to 10. Then, if you look down there, there is how much more and how many more. There is an exercise for you to do, also 1 up to 10. Then you have to go to page 111. There is exercise 2. Then, page 112. Page 112, you have to match A and B to make a correct sentence. You have to match the A and B to make the correct sentence. Please do not draw the table. Just make it a sentence. Thank you.